What would it really take to walk away from a life that millions of people dream about every single day? Would you leave behind fame, money, admiration, and global recognition if it meant gaining peace, privacy, or control over your own life? Today you are about to explore celebrities who walked away from fame forever. Powerful stories of individuals who reached the top yet chose to step back completely. Some left at their peak, some disappeared quietly, and some made decisions that shocked the entire world. These are not just career changes, they are life-redefining choices. Stay till the end because these journeys will challenge everything you believe about success and happiness. Don't forget to like and subscribe. 1. Greta Garbo and the mystery of complete withdrawal. Greta Garbo's decision to leave Hollywood remains one of the most fascinating exits in entertainment history. At a time when she was one of the biggest stars in the world, she chose to step away from acting without warning and refused to return despite countless opportunities. What makes her story even more powerful is how completely she embraced privacy. She avoided interviews, rarely appeared in public, and protected her personal life with extreme care. While fans expected a comeback, she remained committed to her decision for the rest of her life. Her withdrawal created an aura of mystery that only grew stronger over time. Instead of fading away, her absence made her even more iconic. Her story shows that walking away can sometimes create a legacy just as powerful as staying in the spotlight. 2. Rick Moranis and a decision driven by responsibility. Rick Moranis was at the height of his acting career when he made a deeply personal decision to step away from Hollywood. After a major change in his family life, he chose to focus entirely on raising his children rather than continuing his professional success. This was not a temporary break, but a long-term commitment that kept him away from major film roles for years. What makes his decision remarkable is that he walked away when his career was still growing. He did not wait for decline or pressure, he chose his priorities clearly and acted on them. His story highlights how responsibility and personal values can outweigh fame and financial success. It also shows that true strength sometimes lies in choosing what matters most, even when the world expects something different. 3. Daniel Day-Lewis and walking away on his own terms. Daniel Day-Lewis is known for his intense dedication to acting, often fully immersing himself into roles. Despite being considered one of the greatest actors of his time, he made the surprising decision to retire completely. What stands out about his choice is the control behind it. He did not fade away slowly or lose relevance, instead he ended his career at a time when he was still respected and in demand. This decision reflected a deep understanding of his own limits and desires. Acting at his level required emotional and physical commitment that few could maintain long-term. By stepping away, he protected both his craft and his personal life. His story shows that success is not only about reaching the top, but also knowing when to leave. 4. Cameron Diaz and redefining life beyond the spotlight. Cameron Diaz built a highly successful acting career and became one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood. However, she chose to step away from acting to focus on personal well-being and a more balanced life. She later explained that the constant demands of filming, travel, and public attention made it difficult to maintain a sense of normalcy. Instead of continuing in a cycle of projects, she decided to prioritize her own time, relationships, and health. Her decision surprised fans because she was still receiving major roles and opportunities. It showed that stepping away is not always about losing passion, but sometimes about protecting it. Her journey reflects the idea that life can have multiple phases, and success can be redefined at any point. 5. Gene Hackman and a quiet exit after decades of success. Gene Hackman had a long and highly respected career in film, yet he chose to retire without seeking continued public attention. After years of working in the industry, he stepped back and shifted his focus to writing and personal interests. What makes his exit unique is how quietly it happened. There were no dramatic announcements or farewell tours, just a gradual move toward a private life. He embraced simplicity after decades of public recognition. His story shows that long-term success does not always create a desire for more visibility. Instead, it can lead to a preference for peace and independence. His decision highlights the value of knowing when enough is enough. 6. Jack Gleason and choosing normal life over fame. Jack Gleason gained worldwide recognition at a young age through a major television role that brought him instant fame. However, instead of building a long acting career, he chose to step away and live a more normal life. He expressed interest in education, personal growth, and experiences outside the entertainment industry. What makes his decision stand out is how early it came in his career. Most actors would use that level of success as a starting point, but he chose a different path entirely. His story challenges the assumption that fame is always desirable. It shows that for some people, personal freedom and simplicity are more valuable than global recognition. 7. Dave Chappelle and the courage to walk away at the peak. Dave Chappelle made one of the boldest decisions in entertainment when he walked away from a massively successful show at its peak. At the time, he had a major contract and widespread popularity, yet he chose to leave due to personal and creative concerns. His decision shocked the industry because it involved turning away from enormous financial opportunity. For years, people questioned why he would leave such success behind. His absence became as powerful as his presence, creating curiosity and respect for his choice. Although he later returned to public life, his exit remains a defining moment. His story shows that staying true to personal values can sometimes require stepping away from everything. 8. Bridget Fonda and a complete shift away from Hollywood. Bridget Fonda was a recognized actress who chose to leave the film industry and live a completely private life. Unlike many celebrities who remain connected to fame in some way, she stepped away entirely and avoided media attention. Her decision reflected a clear desire to separate from public expectations and create a different life path. Over time, she built a life focused on personal priorities rather than professional visibility. Her story is significant because it shows that it is possible to completely redefine identity beyond fame. It also highlights how stepping away can create space for a more grounded and personal lifestyle. 9. Frankie Muniz and exploring life beyond a single identity. Frankie Muniz achieved early success as a young actor, but he later chose to explore different paths outside of acting. Instead of staying in the same industry, he pursued interests in racing, business, and other ventures. His decision to move away from acting was driven by curiosity and a desire to experience more than one version of life. What makes his story interesting is how he refused to be defined by a single role or career path. He embraced change rather than staying in a familiar environment. His journey shows that walking away from fame can open doors to new experiences and personal growth. 10. The deeper meaning behind leaving fame forever. When all these stories are viewed together, a powerful pattern becomes clear. Walking away from fame is not about failure or loss, it is about choice, control, and self-awareness. These celebrities reached levels of success that most people only imagine, yet they chose something different. For some, it was family, for others, it was peace, and for others, it was the desire to live without constant attention. Their decisions challenge the idea that fame is the ultimate goal in life. Instead, they show that true fulfillment comes from aligning life with personal values. Walking away requires courage because it means leaving behind not only success, but also expectations. These stories remind us that the greatest success is living a life that feels right, even if it looks unexpected to the world. Which of these stories surprised you the most? And do you think you could ever walk away from fame if you had everything? These journeys show that sometimes the bravest decision is not chasing success, but choosing your own peace instead. If you enjoyed discovering these powerful life choices and want more deep insights into celebrity lives, share your thoughts. And stay connected with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe.